something big is happening again in Huntsville, and fans can feel it. This time, all eyes are on Martell Holt and the situation surrounding the guardian ad litem and his ongoing battle with Melody Shari. The tension has reached a point where everyone is asking the same question. What exactly is Martell doing, and why does it feel like he's playing games with something as serious as the court and the guardian ad litem? This isn't just gossip. It's a story about real people, real emotions, and the consequences that come when pride, pain, and power collide. So make sure you stay with me till the very end, because what's unfolding right now says a lot about where things really stand between Martell and Melody and where they might be headed next. The story begins with what seemed like yet another day of back and forth between Martell Holt and Melody Shari. On the surface, everything might look calm. Social media posts, family time, maybe even a few smiles here and there. But behind the scenes, there's tension building. The court case involving custody, guardians, and co-parenting continues to cast a shadow over both their lives. The guardian ad litem, who was supposed to represent the best interests of their children, has now become the center of conversation. Fans have been saying that Martell's behavior around the guardian ad litem seems questionable, that he's either trying to manipulate the process or use it as leverage in his ongoing battle with Melody. And that's where things start to get complicated, because when the court gets involved in family life, every move, every decision, and every emotion gets magnified. Now, if you've been following this journey from the start, you already know that Martell and Melody's story has been full of highs and lows, from love and business partnerships to heartbreak and public arguments. Melody has always been seen as the strong one, the one who rebuilds, refocuses, and keeps going no matter what. She's the picture of grace under fire, and even when she's hurt, she finds a way to rise. Martell, on the other hand, has struggled to regain public trust after years of controversy. And now, with this new situation, fans are wondering whether he's truly trying to do what's best for his kids, or whether his pride is once again getting in the way. Reports and whispers around town suggest that the guardian ad litem has been trying to keep things fair and neutral, focusing only on the well-being of the children. But according to fans, Martell might be trying to use that relationship to sway decisions in his favor. Some say he's been acting like he's above the rules, that he's trying to charm or outsmart the process, while others believe he's simply overwhelmed and doesn't know how to handle the emotional pressure. Either way, Melody has reportedly been staying quiet, calm, and collected, letting the process unfold while keeping her focus on her peace, her kids, and her purpose. And if there's one thing about Melody Shari that people have learned over the years, it's that silence doesn't mean weakness. It means she's watching, planning, and protecting what matters most. Fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville have been vocal about how this situation reflects deeper patterns that have existed between Melody and Martell for years. Martell has often been accused of creating chaos and then trying to control the narrative afterward. Melody, on the other hand, has had to deal with being misrepresented, misunderstood, and constantly tested. And now, as the guardian ad litem situation unfolds, it feels like another test, not just of her patience, but of her strength as a mother. You can sense the frustration in the air. People are saying, enough is enough. Let those kids have peace. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about who wins or loses. It's about the children who didn't ask to be caught in the middle. And Martell. People start choosing sides, discussions turn heated, and everyone starts talking. Kimmy Scott and Marie Scott have been the voices of reason more than once, often reminding everyone that peace and maturity are what the children need most. Stormy Steele has shown quiet support toward Melody, occasionally posting messages about peace, boundaries, and self-worth. And even Destiny Payton, whose friendship with Melody had its ups and downs, seems to understand how exhausting this battle has become. Behind the cameras, though, it's not just about TV drama. It's about real emotions. The guardian ad litem was appointed to protect the best interest of Melody and Martell's children, ensuring that both parents act responsibly and respectfully. But when one side starts acting out or pushing boundaries, it makes the process harder for everyone. Some fans think Martell might be trying to paint himself as the victim again, using the legal system as a tool to regain control. Others believe he truly doesn't understand how his actions come across. Either way, it's creating tension, not only between him and Melody, but also within the fan base. There's a deeper truth here, and it's one that Melody seems to understand clearly. Peace doesn't come from fighting every battle. It comes from knowing when to let time and truth do their work. That's why she's been moving differently lately. You can see it in her posts, her tone, her presence. She's no longer reacting, she's responding with calmness. It's like she's already decided that she won't let this situation drain her anymore. Fans have been praising her for her composure, for showing that even when people try to test you, you can choose peace over pettiness. Meanwhile, Martell's public behavior has raised questions. Some say he's frustrated because things aren't going his way legally. Others think he's trying to control the narrative again, using charm or emotional tactics to sway public opinion. But the truth always has a way of revealing itself, especially in court. The guardian ad litem's job is to see through appearances, to look at actions, not words. And that's what's making this situation even more interesting. Because if Martell is truly playing games with the guardian ad litem, as fans suggest, it could backfire in a major way. The court doesn't play when it comes to children's well-being. The emotional weight of this entire saga is something fans can feel deeply. Many who have followed Melody and Martell's journey from the beginning remember when they were the picture of success, building a brand together, raising their children, inspiring others. But fame, pride, and betrayal changed everything. Now, what's left are two parents trying to navigate the aftermath of it all. Melody's focus has shifted from proving a point to protecting her peace, while Martell still seems caught between wanting control and wanting redemption. It's a hard space to live in, especially when every move is being watched, analyzed, and discussed online. As this continues, one thing is becoming clear: Melody isn't playing games. She's setting boundaries, and she's letting the system do what it's supposed to do. The guardian ad litem, the court, the truth, all of it will eventually reveal who's truly acting in the children's best interest. And that's why fans are urging Martell to stop fighting the wrong battles and start focusing on what really matters, his relationship with his kids. Because if he continues down this path of pride and manipulation, the only people who will be hurt are the ones he claims to love most. There's a saying that you can't win when you play dirty, and it feels like that's exactly what's happening here. Melody's silence is power, her peace is her weapon, and her children are her motivation. She's already proven that she can rise from the lowest moments and come back stronger. The question now is whether Martell will learn from his mistakes or repeat them until there's nothing left to fix. Fans have noticed that whenever Melody posts something about faith or peace, Martell seems to respond with something that feels like a challenge. It's like an emotional tug of war, one that's been playing out not just in courtrooms, but in public spaces too. But this time, the energy feels different. This time, Melody seems untouchable, grounded in her faith, focused on her future, and unwilling to let anyone pull her back into chaos. As for the guardian ad litem, sources say they're simply doing their job, observing, documenting, and protecting the kids' best interest. That means looking at consistency, emotional stability, and overall behavior from both parents. If one parent appears to be unstable, angry, or manipulative, it doesn't go unnoticed. And that's why fans believe that Martell's alleged games could end up hurting him more than helping him. It's a tough pill to swallow, but this situation might just be the lesson Martell needs. Sometimes life forces you to face yourself. And if the court, the guardian ad litem, and Melody's calm response all lead to that moment of reflection for him, maybe something good can come from all this chaos. Maybe it's the wake-up call he's been avoiding. By the time this all ends, what people will remember isn't the drama, it's how everyone handled it. Melody's patience, Martell's choices, the kids' well-being, all of it will tell a story that lasts much longer than any TV episode. So if you're watching this unfold, don't scroll away. Stay till the end because this story is far from over. There's still more to come, more lessons, more truth, and maybe even more healing if everyone involved can finally put pride aside and put love first. In the end, one thing is certain: the truth always wins. And when it does, the world will see who was really protecting the light and who was just trying to control the narrative. Until then, all we can do is watch, wait, and hope that peace finally finds its way back into the Holt family's life.